patriotism at its finest, which, of course, can't come without pushback from the left. The CEO of Camping World now facing his second lawsuit for proudly flying a ginormo American flag over his RV dealership. This time, the city of Greenville, North Carolina, what in the hell is wrong with those people, claiming the size of his flag violates regulations.
This comes after a similar lawsuit was filed against him in Tennessee, but CEO Marcus Lemonis is not backing down, taking to X to say the flag is my love letter to a country that gave me a chance when I didn't have one. The flag isn't coming down no matter the consequences. And he joins us now. Marcus, love your statement. I guess I'm confused. If you had told me this was Greenwich, Connecticut, maybe, but Greenville, South Carolina, somewhere in Tennessee, what's going on here? What's the problem with a huge flag, which a lot of us love to see on the side of the highway?
You know, if this was happening in California or it did happen in Oregon, I wouldn't be as surprised, to your point. In North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, you wouldn't think this existed, but it does. And the other problem that we have is that we're dealing with politics inside the city where the mayors are calling me, telling me that they're in favor of us, but some of their city council members are outruling them, which is telling us what the next election is going to look like.
What's their beef with an American flag, though, Marcus? This is a problem of people, liberals looking for something to be upset about, and they're looking for an issue, a little like anthill for them to plant their flag in, I suppose.
I think part of it is that, there's an ordinance in the city, and the ordinance has been there for a while, and the ordinance requires a certain size flag, the actual square footage. Our flag is 3,200 square feet. It's 40 by 80. There's 200 of them around the country, so it's not new. And I think that they just feel like the defiance is not good. And I've received countless text messages and phone calls and emails criticizing me for feeling like I'm above the law. How could rich people not follow the law? How are successful businesses not following the law? First of all, it's an ordinance. And I think we need to have a little perspective here. Second of all, the fact that I've had some success in business, and we got to stop demonizing capitalism in this country. But the fact that we've had success in business is not why I have the flag up. I've had the flag up in my family since I was a little kid. And, whether I put it into a barbecue place in South Carolina or I donate it to a city on the river in Illinois, that's a thing that I do. And I've told you guys before, and I'll tell everybody else, I'm going to keep putting them up, and I'm not going to take them down because I don't feel like it's hurting anybody.
And I think for a lot of people, having you and the local car dealerships in kind of an arms race to see who can have the biggest flag might be kind of fun. But anyway, did want to ask you about how consumers are feeling right now. Obviously, you're in touch very much with the consumer in terms of RV demand. Some surveys showing a cautious consumer, obviously concerns about tariffs, inflation still with us. What are you seeing out there?
Well, as you guys know, I oversee Camping World, but I also oversee Bed Bath & Beyond, Overstock, Bye Bye Baby, and a number of other small businesses. And I will tell you that the general consumer, while they're concerned about the tariffs and where they're going, general consumers and business owners are feeling really good about what this administration is trying to do to take waste out of the environment, to eliminate regulation. And that doesn't mean that we're trying to make things dangerous. I think a lot of the left feels that if you talk about eliminating regulation, you're talking about having no checks and balances. Nobody's advocating for that. What we're saying is, much like in business, we don't want waste in the government. We don't want waste for taxpayers. We don't want waste in business. And we want to eliminate regulation so that free enterprise and innovation can occur. And that's the piece that I think Americans are getting fired up about. I'll share this with you. In my Camping World business, we had a much better first quarter in 2025 than we did in 2024. And I'm not telling you something as a public company CEO that I haven't told people already. People are out buying campers, wanting to see America. And if things were so bad, then people wouldn't be buying them.
And you know what, Marcus? That drives the liberal lemmings and their media minions crazy. So expect to see more, articles about you should be anxious and you should, oh my God, the sky's falling. But we've got to jump. Sir, it's always such a pleasure. You keep flying those flags. Marcus Lemonis.
We'll see you soon.
We will see you soon. Thank you so much.